Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me. Today is November 28th. And I got a major announcement, you guys. A couple things I just wanted to, reach out to the community. One, to, participate, with you guys in a collaborative project. It's called a crypto compilation. Who wants to be in a video? My goal is to create a viral production of community and what it means to be in the cryptoverse. So everybody listening to these words right now, I need your help. I want to hear your story, and we will get to that in a second. First up, we're going to talk about this NDHash update. I know a lot of our community members are involved with that ICO. I think it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. I flew out to Poland about a month ago and spent about a week with the team, learned about their business, learned about the culture, learned about their team, more so how they're going to execute, their platform on the blockchain and really transcribe the value they provide right now in the USD, rewrite that, recode it, throw it on the ERC20 token and call it NDHash. That's going to be pretty cool. So if you're not in on that yet, if you're in the chat right now, I will give you guys a link. Let's see here. I know we had a couple people asking about this earlier. So there you go. If you're watching this off the air, I'll have a link in the description and a #1 comment on this video. So again, look forward to that. What we have with NDHash is about to be announced as well. Their main ICO is coming up. Let's go ahead and make this money. This is your first time tuning in. Congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK. You probably know me as the crypto trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my day is another day. You get the profit as a result, and today is no exception. So with that being said, we're going to jump back into our community live in the chat right now and get some people paid. Let's go ahead and get it done. What we're doing right now is we're actually going to go to the Facebook group and jump in the #1 Bitcoin group in the world. That is our official Facebook group right there. You just type it in to the top of your screen, #1 Bitcoin group in the world. Come on in. The doors are always open. 16,000 of my best friends come together 7 days a week to empower each other, to profit together, to learn together, and to, really, really live through what it takes to be successful in this crypto world, right? Every day it's somebody making some money in this group, and that's pretty incredible, right? So this was a post I put up right before we jumped on the air here, and I said, all you need to do is win. All you need to do to win is share this video. So I got 38 shares, and let's pick a winner. Here we go. I want to make sure everybody is all loaded up here. Here we go. Good. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see who we got. Here we go. Bam! Let's go with my man, Big Russ. You are our winner of the day. Look like he's playing some tunes right now. I'm going to say Bitcoin winner of the day. Bam! Congratulations, man. Thank you for joining us again. Do me a favor, shoot me a message with your Bitcoin wallet. I will send you a couple bucks BTC as a token of my appreciation. I do realize that, the past couple weeks have been pretty hectic, pretty chaotic. At one point, I had about 60 something messages that I had not responded to, and I had, a lot of those messages were from the previous Bitcoin winners. So what I did earlier today, I also had 2 one-on-ones. I had a business call. I wish my day was, more not so structured and committed to where I could just pay everybody their little Bitcoin and the minute they win it, and but it's not. I think that's a good thing. But regardless, I went through and I copied all of you guys's wallets. So there they go right there. If you haven't won yet, or I'm sorry, if you did win and I have not sent you your Bitcoin and your wallet is not on that list, then you need to message me and make sure I take care of you. But everybody on this list will be getting their BTC sent to them immediately after this video. I said I would get it to you today. I'm a man of my word. I still got another 2.5 hours to hold true to that, right? So let's go ahead and keep it on rolling with this in the hash ICO. Again, if you have not heard about IndaHash before, I think it's a really great opportunity. I do not come on here to waste my time. I don't come on here to waste your time offering and providing information I don't think you will profit from or find valuable. This is not an exception. I think IndaHash, no joke, is probably one of the most well set up businesses I've come across on the blockchain, dealing with digital marketing, social media, B2C advertising, a lot of big time money. This is what I got my MBA in at the University of Notre Dame, digital marketing and entrepreneurship. So I understand how these types of businesses work from the inside out. I understand how the corporations work. And basically there you have a beautifully designed pipeline to connect big brands with people like you listening to the words of this video right now. They've tokenized that process and built it around a blockchain platform, ERC20 token, and now they have an ICO, the main ICO. Before, I think that was the pre-ICO, right? And I think they sold out on tokens on that. They filled their goal, so to speak. So this is the main ICO. And again, I just copy and pasted the link in the chat. I can do that again for you guys real quick. We got about 200 people on the air. Holla at your boy. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time if you haven't done so already. Register for ICO. It says your email address, your Ethereum wallet, right? And you still get a 20% bonus. So I guess that's the biggest thing to note is this is one of, actually, this is the best opportunity you have with the time remaining to get the most value for your Ethereum. One Ethereum in today's market gets you 3,840 IndaHash tokens, right? 20% bonus, and I think it's a dime per token, right? They only have 400 million all together, 320 in the circulating supply. Minimum goal 40 million, maximum goal 320. So this is basically, the goose. What do they call that? The big dance, the granddaddy of them all. They got this thing running for the next 3 weeks. It looks like 2 to 3 or 4 weeks, but it's tiered down. So essentially tomorrow, in a couple hours, this thing opens back up, and you will have the chance to get a 20% bonus. I think for the pre-ICO, we were able to get a 40% bonus. If you participated here, it's down to a 20% bonus through December 6th. So again, if that's something that interests you, you can go ahead and click back. I did an interview with Barbara not too long ago. It was an amazing, honestly, again, amazing experience, amazing team. Thank you for the hospitality and also for extending, an amazing opportunity to our community as well. One quick thing to note with that, someone else had spoke about it, but I will try to pull it up for everyone on this email. Let's see. Here we go. Let's do this real quick. We'll just trade places. So here we go. So this is a email that is kind of just sent out to general information. Talks about 24 hours in the hash main ICO, KYC and details explained. 24 hours, KYC below. The ICO opens on the 29th. Participate, you need an ERC20 wallet. You can get that on my Ether wallet. You can also check out the video guide. I will have a link to this video in the description as well. I think it's pretty. I actually watched it when I was trying to figure out how to explain all of this stuff to you guys. But it's a pretty cool little video they have just to show you how to set up some of the platforms that they used. Decide on how much you want to spend. The minimum is 0.5 Ethereum. Again, so, Ethereum is, what is it, 400 today, 480. So about $250, $300 is the minimum, you want to use to get in here. The link to register is in the description. So again, they have an ERC20 wallet from my Ethereum wallet. Do not transfer from Coinbase, Bittrex, Poloniex, any exchange wallets. They're not real wallets. So you don't want to, use those to try and fund your ICO, because that's not going to be a good situation, right? And it says during the possible account verification, we may require a proof of ID and proof of address. Citizens of a residency, United States, China, Singapore are not allowed. Keep your banks in business. Do not participate in ICOs. Warren Buffett doesn't like ICOs. You shouldn't either. Oh my goodness. So again, read between the lines, you guys. And let's be grown-ups and make our own decisions. But again, 20% bonus on this guy. And we do have some general information purposes. Set up VPN, free lifetime VPN on Google extensions, Chrome extensions, set up VPN. So for whatever reason, if you choose to change your digital, IP address from one location to another, for whatever reason, that information is protected under First Amendment Bill of Rights, freedom of speech and press, 1789. God bless America. This is an academic exercise just to share and inform you of, information that's out there, public information on a public domain. So there you go. It's a lot of people that participated in that ICO. So hopefully that information helps you. And if you did not get involved, again, I do think it's a legitimate opportunity for you to make some real deal money. We have a global audience. Not everybody lives inside of those 3 countries that they said could not participate without possibly needing an idea, right? We have a global audience. So, if you're not in any of those countries, go ahead and jump on in, get your 20% bonus. And make some money with the fam, right? Next thing, and this is where I need you guys' help. Let me. I wish I could play like the music, like. It's like, what does Bitcoin mean to me? What I want to do is I want to make a crypto compilation. I want everybody around the world to take 20 seconds out your day and record a message. Just look at the camera and let me know, what does Bitcoin mean to you? It can mean anything. It could mean happiness. It can mean money. It could mean a new house, a new car. It can mean not having to work for 30 years for a job you hate. It can mean anything. It can mean, it could really mean anything. And I think just the simple fact that Bitcoin went to $10,000 shows how much the world really does value it, right? So I want to put a video together to where I capture that message, and rebroadcast it and re-syndicate it all over the world. I'm going to put money out of my pocket, just to make sure our words are heard. I think it's too many people out there in them corporate offices on Wall Street that think, really still to this day, think Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, a pump and dump, a flower tulip mania. Well, I got 2 words for them. I can't say them on the air. I can't say them on the air. But I think you can be creative enough and guess what those words are. You know, I had a chance to be one of them, you know, rich fat cats, you know, on Wall Street, sitting in a big corporate cubicle. In fact, I was already in one back in San Francisco, looking over Embarcadero, you know what I'm saying? Making way too much money when people can't even, you know, afford next month's rent. You know, and I think this is one of the opportunities we have in the cryptoverse is really to write that process, right? Society pays for what society values. And just the simple fact that we went from 1,200 to 10,000 inside of 12 months tells you that society values this little token we happen to know as Bitcoin. It's the world's largest beta prototype. Like, this thing is still a work in progress. It's not, you know, a finished product. It's not perfect. It's not all shiny gift wrap and driven off the lot like one of them new Teslas. This is a literal chunky, ugly, you know, manuscript that was built, that the world is building together to solve the world's problems on the fly. That is not a pretty process at all, but it does do one thing. It does endow a sense of hope, and it does offer the possibility of a better tomorrow, you know, if we do come together and recognize the capabilities and the potential and the possibilities that exist on the other side of the blockchain. So, you know, that's what I need you guys for. I have an email address, and this is my email address. I'm going to do it right here. So do me a favor, you guys, if you're in the chat right now, I'm sending my email address right there. And if you're not, I'm going to leave it in the #1 comment on this video. Just shoot me 20 or 30 seconds. Let me know what Bitcoin means to you. You know, and then I'll chop it together. I'll do, you know, I'll dance on it like Diddy, do the magic in the studio to put together a nice little production to get our voices heard. You know, because I think this is an opportunity for us to speak and stand together, because we have spoken and they have heard us. So let's make sure that message is heard loud and clear, right? Last thing for the community, again, BD Kelly 1203 on TradingView. If you missed it, I posted a chart November 14th where I said Stellar Lumens was about to break out and there was going to be some money to be made. You know, hopefully you saw that post. Hopefully you made some money with the boy BK. If not, then, you know, jump on, follow me, and I'll be able to post a few more charts in the next coming days here to try to help you guys make some money. If you're in the chat right now, do me a favor, shout your country out. We got 126 people rocking out live on the air. I'm coming right back to you in 30 seconds. If you just getting set up, just getting started, you know what I'm saying? They call me, you know what I'm saying, a young Trump in the making, because I'm building an empire, baby, dollar by dollar, you know, flip by flip, you know. The boy BK go stay on top, and I bet I don't slip. So here we go. Boss of Bitcoin.com. If you want to trade like a boss, if you want to chart like a boss, if you want to cash out like a king, you know, this is the best bet you got and the best price in town. The profit package, the all-star team in crypto. This is the mover, the shakers, and the money makers. #1 round draft picks for the last 10 years, standing strong at $1 billion plus $25. That list will be yours. Next up is the dream team. Just imagine if you had Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry, and Shaq, you know, baby Shaq, not big Shaq, like baby Shaq, like back when he was on Orlando Magic, you know what I'm saying? 32 for the Magic, right? That's the dream team, the next generation of greatness. These are some of the ICO coins, some of the emerging technologies, you know, not yet built out, but still pretty prominent in the process. And then last up, we got the Cryptopolis report. This is the bread and butter right here, man. 10 coins that will change the future. We are building our civilization from the inside out. Every day we wake up is another day we're resurrected on the blockchain, and these 10 coins are leading the charge on that process. It's actually one of my favorite lists I put together. I've reached out to the communities, I reached out to the mods, and we put together a banger list for you guys. So again, 3 different lists, 3 opportunities for you to be profitable, and the last one right there is the one-on-one meeting. This is when I open my calendar up for you. You know, we get some FaceTime to really speak and identify what you need to be successful as a trader. I met with a guy today, you know, two guys, my dude on the West Coast, Ray Charles, you know what I'm saying? West Side Ray. He was a cool dude. We go make some things happen, making things happen out there. But the next guy, he was just getting set up and brand new, you know, and I recognize that a lot of the calls I do, the first 20, 30 minutes are always the same, right? And I feel like that's a redundancy. That's a waste. That's a, you know, that's not me giving my all to you. So what I told them is that, listen, I'm gonna take a step back. Let me do a video to where I walk you through, you know, the first 20 minutes of our call, 30 minutes of our call. You need to have this exchange set up. You need to have this wallet set up. You need to, you know, send the money from here to here. And then when you do that, we jump on a call together and I can show you the inside of the chart. We can make a trade, you know, and you can see how it works from the inside out inside of 1 hour, you know, and so that's what I try to do. I try to lead you as much as I can in the limited time that we have together to where I leave you empowered, I leave you encouraged, and I leave you informed on what you can do, you know, financially to change your path. I think the more people we have come together, the more people we have profit together, the more people we have empower each other, the best all people will be as a result. That's why I'm here. I promise you, I can take my degree from Notre Dame, I can print out my resume, I can put my picture on LinkedIn, and I can go work for almost any Fortune 100 company in the world. I know because they're adding me on LinkedIn right now. Every day. One of them is adding me. Every day I'm getting recruiters looking at my profile. I don't want to do that. I want to help the people. Society pays for what society values. So let me pass some of that value down to the people. And that's how we do it with the boss method and with each other. So the opportunity does exist. One-on-one meeting deposit, you know, you get a personal invite to my calendar. We sit down, chop it up for about an hour, and hopefully you leave, you know, more well off than you came. We actually both learned something from that, right? We both take something from a conversation. That's one of the favorite parts of my day, right? So with that being said, let's jump back into our community and see who we got rocking out with us live on the air right now. Here we go. Colorado in the house, Miami Beach, holding them drinks. Better yet, holding that bottle. I see you, big Carlos. What's going on, man? It's gonna be a good time. If you in South Beach, let me know. I'm gonna be down there in a couple weeks. Me and the girl, we go hang out in Sobe one time. We gonna have like a BK kickback. You know what I'm saying, on South Beach somewhere. So stay tuned for that one. Ireland, what's going on? Jersey, Belgium, Seattle, Kenya, across the ocean. What's up? Houston, Texas, Chicago, shout out, Chi-Town, you know what I'm saying? San Diego, Houston, from DeRoche, NY, Texas, Oakland. They said they boss walking on the West Coast. Seattle, Washington, stand up. Planet Crypto, I like it, I like it. UK, what's going on? Australia, back to back. Good eye, mate. Stanford, San Jose, and Bama, Roll Tide. That being said, guys, it's that time of the day. Signing out. This the boss. Your boy BK, no matter where you stay, from Brazil to the Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, copy and paste it, send it to somebody you care about, a family member, mother, brother, cousin. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. If everybody listening to my words just brought one person into our community, we would increase our power by a magnitude yet to be determined. It's just the beginning, you guys. Each one, reach one, teach one. Together, we will achieve more. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.